Today we will start the complete process of respiratory system. So let's start. Firstly, the air enters through two holes in the human body are called nostrils. After two holes, the air moves to nasal vestibule which consists of hairs. So the hairs present in nasal vestibule are called nasal hairs. After nasal vestibule, the air particles hits the olfactory region, which creates impulse, and impulse are transferred through neurons towards brain, and brain will order to smell the particles. So the function of olfactory region we can say to smell things. After the olfactory region, nasal cavity walls has ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelium. This structure consists of cilia and goblet cells. The purpose of cilia and goblet cells is the goblet cells produces mucus. Mucus is a liquid present in our nose which traps the dust particles and moves the dust particle out from the body or in the body. So first of all the air filters from the nasal vestibule through ears, and after entering the nasal cavity the air filters through mucus. So cilia helps mucus to move out from the body or move in the body. When the mucus moves out from the body, it will come out from through nose or from mouth. So if the mucus enters in the body, then it will move out through the process of digestive system through esophagus. The walls of nasal cavity has blood capillaries which works to make the air at normal temperature. By heating the walls of nasal cavity which consist of blood capillaries, the cold air from outside becomes their temperature at normal temperature by heating the blood capillaries present in the wall of nasal cavity. After nasal cavity, the air enters into pharynx, which is common for both oral cavity and nasal cavity. After that, air will enter into larynx and then to trachea and then forward. So this is trachea. The opening of trachea is called glottis, and above the glottis there is a structure which is called epiglottis, which covers the trachea when food enters the body through pharynx, because pharynx is common for both food and air. When food enters through pharynx, the food will move towards esophagus. So epiglottis stops the food by entering into trachea. Trachea consists of C-shaped cartilage rings. Above trachea there is a larynx. When air passes through larynx, it makes vibration, and due to vibration, the sound is produced. Larynx is also called the voice box of human body. Our body is divided into three parts. First is head, second is thorax region, and third one is abdomen region. So at the middle of thorax region, this trachea divides into two parts which are called bronchi. So the walls of trachea also consist of ciliated pseudostratified columnar epithelium. This structure, which consists of goblets and cilia. So in the trachea, mucus is also produced, and then mucus, after trapping the dust particles, bacteria, mucus moves upward through trachea and then move towards esophagus, which is behind the trachea, for digestive tract. So trachea divides into two bronchi which are called primary bronchi. And primary bronchi, after entering into lungs, they divides again, and which these bronchioles are called secondary bronchioles. And then after secondary bronchioles divide more and make tertiary bronchioles. And tertiary bronchioles divides further more and more, and at the last stage it becomes very thin and are called terminary bronchioles. So terminal bronchioles are attached through ducts with alveoli. Alveoli is a balloon-like structure in which gaseous exchange occurs. So the walls of alveoli have this kind of structure which is called squamous epithelium. Alveolus have many group of blood capillaries around them. So gaseous exchange occurs between alveoli and blood capillaries. So the air we inhale in our body, in this air, the concentration of oxygen is higher than the concentration of oxygen in blood capillaries. So at this process, diffusion occurs. So diffusion is a process through which a particle or molecule moves from higher concentration to lower concentration. So the air present in the alveoli have higher concentration of oxygen through the concentration of oxygen in blood capillaries. So because it has to move from higher concentration to lower concentration, then oxygen will move through alveoli from alveoli to blood capillaries, and the concentration of carbon dioxide is larger than the concentration of alveoli in blood capillaries. So the carbon dioxide will also move from blood capillaries to alveoli, and it also moves from higher concentration to lower concentration. So now at this process, oxygen enters from alveoli to blood capillaries, and carbon dioxide moves from blood capillaries towards alveoli, and carbon dioxide moves out from our body through exhaling, and this oxygen present in the blood vessels, through these blood vessels the oxygen moves towards our tissues and body cells. So this is the complete process of respiratory system. I tried my best to deliver this complicated lecture in simple and easy words. If you have any question, you can ask in comment box. Thank you.